Hi everybody, this is Theorol. You can find me on the Marvel Champions Discord answering rules questions or doing the Card Text podcast with Bob and Scott, where we look into various rules conundrums. We're on YouTube where I've been doing a playthrough series. So I've played through all the scenarios in Marvel Champions with a variety of the heroes. Finally, Star-Lord is the last hero that I have not yet played, so we're going to go ahead and play him against Zola from Rise of Red Skull, because that's a fun scenario, a little bit challenge. We'll see how it goes. Playing an interesting deck. It's an interesting scenario to run leadership Star-Lord against. So we'll see if that works out for me or if it ends up being terrible. But this is a deck posted again also by Drew. I did the Vision deck last week from Drew, but this is one that I've wanted to try. I've played some kind of variations of it, but at home. But this is actually just it as printed. Oh no, not quite. I swapped an Honorary Guardian for a sidearm. When he published it, it didn't have sidearm yet, so thought that would be a good include. So alright, here we go. This is alright, sidearm's actually great for this because it can give Iron Man ranged, and then he doesn't take retaliate damage. Alright, the idea is just it's got Iron Man, 3 call for raids so that you can get Iron Man and play him. All the rest of your allies are basically just supporting getting Iron Man out. So you've got Maria Hill and Nick Fury, and Ironheart, just the cheapest allies in the game, helping you churn through your deck so you can find an Iron Man. You could play an upgrade on them if you want to. It's not the worst thing in the world, but not necessarily the goal. We want to get out of Guardians of the Galaxy, and once we cap that out, then as long as everybody's a Guardian, which is automatic while you're Star-Lord, you get to draw a card when you play an upgrade. So you play an upgrade on Iron Man, it's free because Iron Man's discount, and then you draw a card. That's kind of the idea. So you get Iron Man out, you play upgrades on him, you draw cards, and by the time you're done with that, Iron Man's a wrecking ball. So, unfortunately, just thinking through things here, unfortunately we're not going to get piercing on Iron Man, so we're just going to have to use our guns, the element guns, to kill off toughs. Alright, they only do 3 damage though. Alright, anyways, that's the idea. This is our deck, and we'll see how it goes. So 39 cards because Nova Prime is over here in prison, which has 6 threat because Nova Prime is ridiculously expensive. Maybe we'll get that cleared eventually, and then we can get Nova Prime. But we'll see how that goes. Alright. 6 card hand. Band Together is not great at the beginning. Daring Escape's not great. Jet Boots is always a fun card. And Mockingbird is pretty solid for this first turn. So let's see, what if we killed that, and that, and that? I don't think I could play everything I want to play here. So it's just a question of what I'm going to get out. I think not Bad Boy at the moment. Painful as that is. We'll go this direction. Hey look, we drew into Element Gun. But then as setup, we're going to search our deck and discard pile for a copy of Element Gun and add it to our hand. So I guess we're going to want to play one of these Element Guns. Pretty much. Yeah. So let's see. 1, 2, 3 for Mockingbird. Alright. If we spend 3 cards. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Supposing we spend 3 cards on Mockingbird. We're not quite ready to get Iron Man out. I think that's fine. Spend 3 cards on Mockingbird, and we play an Element Gun for free. Then we would have 1 resource left. So if I swap Jet Boots for this card, using my Smooth Talker, then I should be able to pull Jet Boots next turn and hopefully play it. Alright, we're going to flip to hero mode. We're going to spend 2. play nowhere. One, two. We're going to use what could go wrong, getting ourselves an encounter card, to play Mockingbird, stunning Arnim Zola. And since we played a Guardian Ally, we can exhaust nowhere to draw a card. Oh shoot, I forgot that was going to be Jet Boots. Oh well, too bad. I knew that's what it was. Element Gun. Alright. Starlord can thwart this for 2. When defeated, the first player discards cards from the top until they reveal a minion. Okay, hold on. It would appear that I did not shuffle, because that was my obligation on top, and everything else was Zola cards. Still on top. Alright. Hey look, it's a Berserk mutate. He quick strikes and deals 2 damage to us. Great. Mockingbird is going to ping off this tough status. That deals 3 damage. Yep. Alright. What happened? I was supposed to have an encounter card here. Okay. One threat. One counter. Arnim Zola is stunned. He does not attack. These 2 do attack. I take 3 damage. I'm dealt 1 encounter card. The first one is Gang Up. Okay, well that's about the worst case scenario here. Wow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kills me, so I guess Mockingbird's gonna block that. And take 3 damage. And then I'm gonna take 3 damage. And then advance, he schemes too. For 2. Just, you know. I'm ready to admit this is not my lucky day. So on the one hand, I have the option to call for aid to get Iron Man and play him. I mean, I'm in a bad way here. I guess if I did play Iron Man, I could just, no. Yeah, I could. I could play Iron Man, shoot these 2 minions, kill the 2 minions basically, and flip to alter ego and let Zola kill me. That's option 1. let Zola advance this scheme. Gosh, Gang Up. Why did I get Gang Up turn 1? That's rough. Why'd I gotta get Gang Up? If I'm gonna go alter ego, I don't need to kill the mutate. So I can thwart the main scheme instead. Huh. I could play Iron Man. What could go wrong, Iron Man? I mean, what could go wrong? Right? What could go wrong? Everything could go wrong. But it's probably fine. I just got advance. It wasn't that bad. 1, 2, 3, 5, 6. I mean, he could advance it anyways. There's nothing I can do about that if he does. Sure. We're going to spend 2. We're going to play Ironheart. She's going to draw me a card. Oh, really? Really? Alright, we're going to call for aid. Find Iron Man. There he is. Oh, whatever. Alright, what could go wrong? Spend a single card. Play Iron Man, get a card. Exhaust nowhere, draw a card. Aww. You suck. Alright, just trying to figure out how my best way to do this. Alright, band together to element gun to deal 3 damage to this guy. And then Ironheart can go ahead and deal a 4th damage to this guy, so he is dead. Then, between Iron Man and myself, we remove all of those, and then we flip to Alter Ego. And I'm just going to hang on to Leader of the Guardians and draw into a 6-card hand. Oh, I guess I could have swapped it, because if I had gotten an upgrade for Iron Man, I could have played it on him. That was the smart thing to do. Oh, I didn't do it. What do you want from me? I'm not a genius. Alright, he schemes for 1, 2, 3. And we get 2 encounter cards. The first one is an Ultimate Bioservant, who is tough. And the second one is Defensive Programming, which attaches to the Ultimate Bioservant. Put it up above him here. He gains +2 hit points and guard. Okay, that's not too bad. I can live with that. I absolutely have to recover. And then I've got to figure out how to deal with all this. All of it is going to be tough. I don't think that having +1 thwart at this moment in time for everybody is my strongest move. But I think it will be good. So I'm going to smooth talk something. It doesn't really matter, does it? Sure, I'll smooth talk it. It's the bottom of my deck. And then we're going to flip to Hero Form. And we're going to really wish we had a resource. A resource would be really handy right now. So what we're going to do is we're just going to try and do as much as we can with the cards in our hand and not worry about building so much, because what can that get us anyways? So we're going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4 for Fury. I know I could make Iron Man like amazing, but I feel like playing Nick Fury and drawing, no, that's silly. Alright, we're Star-Lord. Let's play him like Star-Lord. What could go wrong? We're going to play Nick Fury. We're going to spend 1 card on him. It's going to be First Aid. Okay, he draws us 3 cards, and Nowhere also draws us a card. There we go. Double resources. We're going to spend this double resource to play Guardians of the Galaxy. Note, there is no exhaust cost here. Alright, so Iron Man, you get a comms implant, I draw a card. This is ridiculous. Iron Man gets a Sky Cycle. We draw a card. Every time, after you play an upgrade on ally, draw a card. No cost. No cost. This is insanity. Alright, Laser Blaster, draw a card. He's also inspired, draw a card. And he has a sidearm, so he can draw a card. Okay. Now we're going to play Maria Hill. Nope, we're not going to play Maria Hill. Sorry. Now we are going to use, I think, Fury to deal 2 damage to this Berserk Mutate. Then we're going to use Ironheart to deal 1 damage to this Berserk Mutate. And he is dead, and Ironheart goes to my discard pile. And that's fine. Now I spend 2 resources to play Miri Hill. And she also draws me a card. Okay. Then we're going to spend 1. Oh! That's our deck. That's another encounter card. I can see why one might want to play this deck. All right, 3 for Leader of the Guardians. 1, I have a helmet. I didn't even get to use my gun. Darn it. Let's see. Does he have piercing? No, he does not have piercing. Maria Hill. Take 1 for the team. You're going to knock this tough status off. And then Iron Man is going to do some work. Let's see here. Figure out what Iron Man's stats are here. He's got 1, 2, 3, 4 thwart, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 attack. Alright, so he's going to attack and deal 6 damage to this minion. Then Sky Cycle is going to ready him, and he's going to thwart. For 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. We are thwarted. 5, actually, because included Guardians. Yep. Yes, Iron Man attacks for 6 and thwarts for 5. With all of that stuff on him. Now, admittedly, he does only have 4 hit points, because this gives him +1. So, he even had overkill. So if he hadn't had it, this is ridiculous. All right. With Star-Lord's helmet out, we get +1 hand size for each face-down encounter, which is 2, so that gives us a hand size of 7. 1 threat, 1 of these. That means that it goes back to 0. No, stop it. We're going to thwart that next turn. And we discard cards from the top of the deck until we get a minion. Not a minion. Not a minion. Not a minion. Not a minion. Oh, of course we got gang up. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Man, mess of things with Zola. 2 gang ups. Alright, and if I remember correctly, this puts it into play? Yeah, put it into play. So he is put into play, which means we do not execute his one revealed effect. Alright, Zola attacks me, Nick Fury defends, and takes 4 damage. Take 1 for the team. Zola's mutate attacks me, I take 2 damage. I am going to need to do some healing of myself at some point here. Alright, Zola's mutate has neurological enhancements. I am stunned. And we have another ultimate Bioservant to deal with. He's tough again. Alright. So we have a reinforced suit. So we're going to go ahead and play a reinforced suit on Iron Man, which draws this card. And an honorary guardian on Iron Man, which also draws us a card. So we just healed him 3. What that means is that I believe what I want to do for myself is play first aid and heal 2. Alright. Those did not give him, however, any attack. My attack numbers are all messed up. But I have quite a few resources. I thwart for 3. Iron Man thwarts for 5. That's okay. Maria Hill thwarts for 3. So Maria Hill is going to thwart for me. 1, 2, 3. And then I'm going to thwart. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Prison goes away. I get Nova Prime in my hand, right? Which is great. So I can play him for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not 100% sure if I want to play Daring Escape or not yet. Daring Escape is a much more efficient way to get an encounter card than Call for Aid. After I play him, defeat a non-elite minion. He is not elite. Bye. Alright. I think I need to Daring Escape. Because I need to ready, get an encounter card, draw a card. That seems fine. We're going to spend 1 with an element gun, which kills his stuff and deals 3 damage. And then Iron Man is going to hit him for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I had him doing 6 last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, did I mess that up? Did he only do 5 damage? I think he only does 5 damage. Ah, shoot, I screwed that up. I again counted this as attack instead of thwart, I think is what I did. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right? He only has 5. Yeah, I totally screwed that up. Alright. Well, I don't know how to go back and undo that, but we'll do 5 damage to him. That's 4 on Zola. That only works if I'm exhausted, because I had to clear my stun status. Now Nova Prime could do something for me. Oh, and I played him, I was supposed to exhaust nowhere draw card. That was important. Yeah, so let's say I did that. In that case, I discarded Sliding Shot instead for Element Gun. Because now I can spend 2 to Gutsy Move to knock off this 1 threat, even though it was able to remove 4. And as great as everything is, I'm going to go Alter Ego, because I want to be able to recover. And I'm okay if he advances, so that's what we're going to do. 1 threat, 1 counter. Arnim Zola schemes for 1, 2. Alright, and we get an encounter card. Tail sweep. I'm stunned. Scorpion. Ooh, I'm really glad I went Alter Ego. He does not get to attack me. Great, Scorpion. Okay, that's fine. So we've established the Iron Man does 5 damage, which is handy. Oh, I have Jet Boots. That would be great. I want to get that out. I also want to play Ironheart. And I don't think there's really much point to me staying in Alter Ego. So I want to recover. That was the whole reason I went to Alter Ego. Okay, flip to hero mode. Nova Prime does 3 damage. Boom. Iron Man does 5 damage, which is enough to kill him and ping him, which is great. He has a Sky Cycle, but he has what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hit points? Sure. So we can ready him, and then he can hit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage on Zola. And since he has ranged from the sidearm, he does not take extra damage from the retaliate. Alright. I'm going to play Bad Boy with an encounter card. Yeah, I think that's probably fine. I don't know. Do I want to? Maybe I don't want to. I'm thinking of daring escaping so I can clear my stun. Yeah, that's probably fine. I'm going to daring escape to stand up, and then I'm going to exhaust to clear my stun. I suppose draw a card for that. I should, of course, have done all these things before I used Iron Man. I'll just play Power Glove on him. It's fine, it's free. Alright, a double resource. That lets me play Ironheart for free. She draws a card, and then I exhaust nowhere to draw another card. And I just don't have the resources I want. I mean, spend 1, say 2 to play Jet Boots. Then we'll spend 1 to deal 3 damage and take 1. And then Ironheart's going to go ahead and thwart for 2 because I am the leader of the Guardians. And that all seems to work out. When Star-Lord would take any amount of damage, this is not from an attack. I don't take that. I Jet Boot away from his retaliate. Any amount of damage. Yep. Seems good. I draw until I have max of 3 extra hand size, and that was ruled to apply if you reshuffle while drawing. So it means I get to draw 5 more cards. Shoot, 1 too many. Ignore that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, here. I'll shuffle it back in. Okay. 1 threat, 1 counter. Zola attacks me. Ironheart defends. He gets a tough status. Now he has a hit point and a tough. I get a 4th encounter card. Alright, this is where Star-Lord gets his Star-Lord stuff. We got Zola's Mutate, which gives us nothing. Alright, we discarded cards from the counter deck until the tech attachment was discarded. Didn't happen. Instead, the encounter deck got empty. When that happens, we consider the ability fulfilled, add an acceleration counter, and reshuffle. We got a Mind Ray. I'm stunned again, and Zola attacks me again. That's fine, I can take a hit. He hits me for 4. I don't actually know why I did what I did before. Alright, I take 2, because I have 2 face down encounter cards. Zola's Berserk Mutate attacks me for 2. And another Berserk Mutate attacks me for 2 more. Ow. Ow, 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 ow. Only from the villain's attack. Well, that stinks. I'm probably ready to kill him, right? Probably. We're going to play Mockingbird for an encounter card. And draw a card. And stun Zola. And then we're going to exhaust to remove our stun status. Then we are going to Daring Escape to stand up and draw a card. And get another encounter card. Man. Tell you what, playing Star-Lord. Funny things. Alright, we're going to spend 1 to Element Gun. Ping off his tough, deal 3 damage to him. He is defeated. I get to search for a minion and reveal it. I don't want a Quick Strike minion because they'll kill me. Don't really want a Bioservant because I have. Maybe I do want a Quick Strike minion. Do another of these guys? Yeah, that's fine. Alright, we're going to grab a Berserk Mutate, and Mockbird's just going to block it. Take 2 damage. Alright. That worked out. He has how many hit points? 16? Still has Retaliate 1. Oh. I take a damage. Alright, so this is where things get a little tricky. I think what I want to do is I want to spend this double resource to play Maria Hill. We're going to just discard Mockingbird. Draw a card. Hey, it's first aid. That's good news. Let's see. So, Iron Man. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hit points, huh? So I think I want to first aid Iron Man. But I need to first aid too. So I can sliding shot. I only need to deal 16 damage. Let's see, this got 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I can still daring escape. That's 10, 11. Yeah, I think that's enough. I don't think Iron Man needs to. None of these guys have guards, so that works out. I guess I first aid. Oh, I guess I could just sliding shot him. Yeah, I could just sliding shot to finish him. Alright, we're going to first aid Iron Man, because this is all about Iron Man. He's the true hero of this deck. Alright, he hits for, we determined 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then deals the damage because he attacked or thwarted. And he's got range and all that good stuff. He readies with Sky Cycle, and then he attacks again. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then one more damage from his Power Gloves. There we go. Star-Lord, oops, sorry. Star-Lord doesn't take damage from this. Star-Lord's going to punch this mutate. And then Nova Prime is going to also punch this mutate so that the mutate dies. And we will daring escape to draw a card and get another encounter card. Looks like we can spend 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, sorry. Maria Hill's going to punch one of these guys. Then we're going to spend 4 to play Nick Fury, discarding her and drawing 3 cards, because we can sliding shot with 3 cards. And then Nick Fury can exhaust to deal 2 damage to this guy. Boom. Defeated 1 mutate. Just trying to see how many I can beat. Looks like that's about my limit. Did I ready? I don't think I did. Whatever. 1, 2, 3. We sliding shot. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 7 overkill. Zola's defeated. Since he was defeated, he doesn't get to retaliate against me, because there's no one to retaliate. Ha! Zola's defeated. Iron Man's still in play. We got with Nova Prime and Nick Fury to help us out. Good times. There we go. There's Star-Lord defeating Arnim Zola. It looked a little touch and go there at times. I did screw up that one attack, which bothers me. Iron Man's supposed to only hit for 5. But hey, you know, things happen. Heat of the moment, all that. So I don't know if there was something I could have done differently on that at that moment to fix it, but whatever. You know, it's not like the game was close or anything. I had a whole hit point left over. I'm sure I could have done some different things there. I could have first aided myself, for instance. I overkilled him by 7, so I could have done without one of those Iron Man attacks, which means he could have just defeated himself, and I would have been fine. So, yep. There we go. Anyways, hope you enjoyed this. That finishes the overall playthrough. I've now played every hero that is currently in print for Marvel Champions, and every scenario that's currently out there. I've been doing some kind of what-if alternative stuff on Thursdays, and I'll continue that again this Thursday, looking at either Hulk or Doctor Strange. I haven't quite decided which one yet. And then next week, I want to continue this kind of game, because I know I've gotten at least a comment that someone that prefers this style of video, and I do enjoy playing these kind of decks, although this one and the last one I didn't build myself. I just copied Drew's deck because
well, I don't know. These are heroes that I don't really have a ton of experience with. I don't play them a lot. And this is just a fun deck idea. It's Iron Man with all of the attachments and Guardians of the Galaxy and as many cards as you can get to draw cards and call for aid. I mean, on the one hand, yes, this is definitely a copy. The main thing that I don't think I would have included myself is the band together. Like, I just wouldn't have thought of that. But the rest of this is kind of builds itself. I mean, Mockingbird, I guess, is a choice. Uh, but yeah, other than that, this is just like it really is every attachment that you can put on Iron Man plus cards to get Iron. Call for aid to find Iron Man faster, and the allies that draw cards. That's it. That's the whole deck. Star-Lord can't play Moon Girl, so that's not an option for him. I can't think of any other recent allies that would fit in differently. I guess the fact that it doesn't use Make the Call to try and get Iron Man back. The fact that it works, but this is like the ultimate single ally Voltron. It's just so ridiculous. But I enjoy that sometimes. It's a fun thing to be able to do. Star-Lord's a great mechanism for it because of Leader for the Guardians, because he makes him a Guardian, so he's a Guardian and an Avenger, and he can support all of these upgrades. And then, all this stuff. The fact that Star-Lord gets Guardian of the Galaxy for free, like, he doesn't have to do anything for it. It's automatically fulfilled as long as he's in hero mode. And yeah, I don't know. It's crazy that this actually just works, and I was able to play 4 upgrades in one turn because I drew a card off of every one of them. They were all just not even a thing. So cool. Anyways, yeah. So next time I'll do something. I'm not quite sure what. Maybe a modern Drax deck. To give him a chance to win something. Maybe a modern Spider-Man deck or Black Panther, because I didn't really play constructed decks with them. Or whatever. If anybody has any ideas, if anybody has a preference, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know, and maybe I'll play whatever you guys say. Also, if there's a scenario you particularly want to see again, I think I might do Sandman again. Since although I played that in the what ifs, I don't know. So yeah, seems good. If you enjoy this content, like and subscribe. Other people can find it that way, or so you can see my other videos that I post as I post them. If you share this for other people, if you find opportunity, that's great. And I'll see you next time.